Is the housing market crashing? That is the number one question that I hear a lot nowadays, including the home buyer, including the home seller, as well as the people who are not in the market. Everyone is asking, is the housing market crashing? So to be able to answer your question, I am going to share with you four charts, four data to help you understand. Number one is the national data point, and number two is the Arizona market sales, the number of sales in Arizona. And number three is the number of sales in Chandler. Last, we are going to look at the historical data of Arizona market to help you answer the question, is the housing market crashing? So with that, stay tuned, and we are going to show you the next data point, the first data point, okay? So right in front of you right here is the prediction, the forecast of the total home sales produced by the three biggest organization, one of the three big real estate biggest organization in the US, including Fannie Mae, MBA, and NAR, the National Association of Realtors. Back in November 2025, the average total home sale predictions is 5.2 million homes to be sold in 2026. So, and now in May 2026, the average prediction is only about 4.9 million. Okay, so the prediction has dropped 300,000 sales. Okay, obviously that means based on the data since the last from the last 5 months of 2026, they are not so confident about the housing market anymore, and therefore the total sales, the average total sales has been dropped $300,000. 300,000 homes. Okay, so what does that mean for the buyers and the sellers? It means that the experts believe that affordability and mortgage rates will continue to slow down the buyer activities, and therefore the total home sales will be dropped in 2026. But remember this, okay? And this is where a lot of people confuse, because they normally say, okay, less number of sales, that means the home price is gonna drop. But that's not normally the case. Those two numbers doesn't have any dependent relationship, right? The price is normally also rely on the demand and the supply available on the market as well. Next week, by the way, we are going to talk much deeper in the price. Okay, this week we only focus on the total of sales, but next week I'm gonna show you the trend that we have so far for 2026. So come back here next week and we'll show you more data. Okay, but the important key takeaway is this: the national market is expected to move slower. Okay, to move slower, obviously, like that, because right now, as you know, the interest rate is still at the high end, right? 6.8, very close to 7. And that is the main reason a lot of people still cannot make the decision yet. Okay, so let's next go to Arizona. Now, here is the chart for Arizona, and I just have to warn you, this is the actual data, okay? This chart is prediction. This is not the end of 2026 yet, so this is still a prediction, a forecast for the future. This is actually show you the actual data, the actual home sales in Arizona, in Maricopa County, okay? So each of the column here showing you the total sales in 1 month. Okay, so we see that in January there's a total of 4,475 homes sold in January. In February, 5,448. March, 7,199, and May is about 7,000, and April is about 7,000, and May is about 6,953. There's a couple of things that I want to point out here. Number one, as you compare month by month, you're gonna see that 2026 level is actually the highest compared to the last 2 years. Okay, and then this trend is similarly for February. Okay, March is the same, and April is the same, and May is the same. So on average, Arizona sales are up about 5% when you compare between the two numbers of this year and the previous year. Okay, so that is important because it's telling us that the buyers in Arizona, in Maricopa County, are still active, and that in fact they're actually making buy decision way more than 2025. Okay, many people have been waiting for the demand to disappear, or maybe waiting for the interest rate to drop, maybe waiting for the housing to crash, but the data simply doesn't show that. The buyer is still purchasing a home, right? People who's like comfortable with the monthly payment, they're still making the decision to move forward, even with the high interest rate. As long as, this is my advice, as long as the monthly payment makes sense to the family. Okay, for the sellers, this is actually the good news because there's still buyers on the market for sure, right? But here's a keynote. Don't think it is a strong seller market and you can list at any price. Just still be very carefully with the price and with the condition of your home. For the buyers, it's a reminder that waiting for everyone else to leave the market may not be the best strategy because they don't. There is no organization in the US, in Arizona, in Chandler that control the buyer to wait, right? There's no government to do that. So if you are waiting, that's on you to, it's your decision, not everyone else. And obviously, a lot of people already come back to market in 2026 so far. Okay. By the way, I do have the buyer webinar for those of you who are like buying the first house in the US. If you are interested in knowing how to save up for the down payments the right way, how to select the right mortgage option, how to choose the right house, okay, how to know whether you are seeing the right house or not, how to make the right offer, all of that will be presented in the buyer webinar for completely free. Okay, in the 1 hour meeting, I will present with you all the information. Okay, if you are looking to buy first house, I think this is a great opportunity for you to learn everything about the the home buying process. And if you are not, but if you know anyone interested in buying the first house in this year, feel free to share the QR code as well. I have the QR code on the top right corner that you can scan. Okay, now let's look at the Chandler data. Okay, so very similar chart compared to the Maricopa County chart, the Arizona chart, right? Now, obviously, the number total home sales is much less. This is only 290 for March, 297 for April versus 1,000 of homes in the entire Arizona, right? But let me see. Okay, if we compare between this year and the previous year in 2025, we have January 163, and this is a little bit higher, but February 195, 2026 already 226. March of 2025 271, March of 2026 290, April 268 for 2025 and 295 for 2026, and May is also higher. Okay, so we see that on average it's about 10 to 15% higher compared to the previous year. So Chandler actually follow the same trend with Arizona. More buyers are buying houses in Chandler compared to last year. And for Chandler specifically, it's even higher. It's even more buyers buying a house in Chandler nowadays, okay, compared to the rest of Maricopa County. That is a significant increase. That tells us that the demand in Chandler remains very strong than many people realize. If you do have a chance to look at houses available in Chandler, you will be able to see the pressure, the competition with other buyers. If it is a nice house, if it is a good condition, you will facing a lot of competition in Chandler. Okay, for the sellers, it means the buyers are still very strong, actively shopping in Chandler. You just have to have the right price for the right condition. Okay, for the buyers, it means desirable homes will continue attracting attention. Buyers, aka buyers, right? So you have to act fast with the right house, with the right condition. Don't try to over negotiation for those houses. Of course, you still have the leverage of time, right? Still take your time to evaluate the option, making sure that the monthly payment is right, not the emotion part, right? But make sure the monthly payment makes sense and act fast, specifically for Chandler. Okay? This is also a great reminder as well. I just want to remind everyone in this video is real estate is local. Obviously, you see that the national forecast drop in terms of number of sales, but we see that Arizona home sales is actually increased, and Chandler is even increased at a higher level. So real estate is a local. So whatever happens nationally doesn't always reflect what happens here in Chandler. You have to look at the real estate data specifically for Chandler. Talking about local, right? Let's answer your question. Is Phoenix a crashing market? So this chart right here is similar to the previous two charts, but instead stopping at 2021, we go a little bit further to 2001. So you see that in here, as of 2026, we see the total, the roughly annual sales is about 70,000 already. This is looking at the 12 months back, okay? So 70,000 already. Now, there are two reasons why I don't think it's a crash market. Number one, if you look, all the blue bar is a normal sale, regular transaction, nothing special about it. Red and the little cyan, I guess, I don't know what this color called, but light blue, easy for me to say, right, is like bank foreclosure, okay? But anyway, the 70,000 is way much more than the 20,000 that we observed in 2008 and 2009. That is when the crashing market happens. Okay, and number two, if you pay attention to the trend, right, it actually dropped from a very high number around 100,000 homes to the bottom around 66, 67,000. Now it's already go up. So the market is not a housing crash, it's the demand. Okay, it's not the demand crash, but it's the sales activities. Okay, it's not stop completely, but it's slowly at the balance level. Okay, which is a very healthy balance. You know why? Because during this boom right here in 2020 and 2021, home price in Arizona has gone up like 25-30% during this period. So if this period is continued to go crazily high, this total number of sale right here goes crazily high, the home price is gonna be like to the sky, right, to the moon. Right? So that's the reason why at this time it's a slow market, but it's helped the buyers to get the house at the right price, a better price at this time. Okay, so that is a very good news for the buyers because of the current market condition. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching the market update every week. Come back here for next week. That when I gonna be reporting about the home price change for the last 5 months of 2026. Believe it or not, it's already June, so we're already almost half year through the end of 2026. So home price gonna change a lot as well. I'm gonna report that number next week to you. In the meantime, if you are interested in the first time home buyer webinar, feel free to scan the QR code. If you know anyone who potentially interested, feel free to send a QR code to them as well. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye-bye.